Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. This is actually the first video that I'm filming after Christmas, and this is going to be my makeup favorites of 2020. So if you are interested to see what I'm gonna show you today, then just keep on watching. I was debating if I should do or not a makeup favorites for this year, because 2020 was not my favorite year, and for sure nobody's favorite year, that is true. But I sat and think about what really brought me joy beside my family on this year, and this is for sure makeup. So yeah, I have to give my love, my beloved makeup a credit. So from this reason I wanted to share with you what I mostly loved on 2020. Now I don't want to show you products about I've talked on previous year's favorites, so I'm strictly going to refer only to the products that I discovered in 2020, and some of the products might not be new releases, but they might be new for me. So this is the goal of my makeup favorites. Either I bought them previously on 2019, in the end of 2019, and I started to use them on 2020. This is also going to work on this video, but I'm not going to repeat and show you products that I've previously shown on my yearly favorites. And I'm debating if I'm going to do a skincare and random favorites for 2020. So please let me know in your comments down below if you are interested me to show you this kind of video. That being said, I don't want to do a very long intro, and also I want to thank you again for all the love and support that you have shown me throughout my Vlogmas challenge makeup videos that I've posted throughout the month of December. You guys were all amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to make a disclaimer. My favorite makeup products will contain both Drugstore and Highend. I will not make a separate video for Drugstore and separate for Highend, just for the fact that there are some categories you will see here on a moment that I don't have either a favorite on the Highend or a favorite on the Drugstore. So from this reason I thought I will combine everything in one video. Starting now with the order that I am applying products on the face. My favorite primer of 2020 from the Drugstore is without any doubt the E.L.F Poreless Putty primer that I'm wearing today. And by the way, most of the favorites that I'm going to mention today I wear on my face today. And my high-end primer has to go for the Hourglass Mineral Veil primer. So I love this so much. Actually, if I'm thinking, those are a bit comparable, like finish, like in the way your skin looks like after you apply them, because they are not so pore minimizing like I have other primers from Benefit that I feel that they are even more pore minimizing, but they give you a very silky, flawless skin to begin with to apply the rest of the makeup prior applying foundation and other layers. So from this reason I thought those are my really favorite primers for 2020. Let's stay a bit on the primers category. I have a favorite primer from the Drugstore. Actually, I was searching a lot to find a Drugstore favorite primer because I just part ways with my Milani and I found this. It was mostly like in the end of 2020. So this is the NYX Proof It Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. So this one I'm wearing it today and it's really nice. It's setting almost immediately. You don't need actually to set it, but I like to set my eyeshadow primer with a powder. And on the high-end department, this is one of the products that I bought on 2019, but I've used it on 2020. Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. This, guys, this is a bulletproof primer. I think it does last 24 hours. If you apply, I did not try it, but I believe that if I put my makeup, it will last, my eyeshadow will last 24 hours. So if you have the most oiliest oily lids on this world, like I have, I feel like I haven't met anyone to have more oily lids that I have. This, it will definitely help your eyeshadow last. So this is mostly like a silicone type of a primer. I'm not going to swatch it just because I do not have too much. I only have something here, but I've just placed a order, so I'm waiting for my full-size product to come in my life. I love it, and yeah, for sure I will consider this like my all-time eyeshadow primer favorite, not only for this year, but from everything I've tried so far. For the foundations, now there is a chapter where I do not feel that I have a favorite on the high-end department, so I'm going to show you my foundation that has really blown my mind on 2020. So I even did not believe that I could find a foundation that will perform in the way that this Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation does. So this is the most affordable foundation from my collection. This retails for €5, but I got it in sale, so it was on half price, and it is so long lasting. I cannot believe that this is lasting even on my chin. So I have problems with almost any foundation I have tried so far. I have problems to have it sitting on my chin by the end of the day. I don't know through what miracle, but this lasts on my chin and on my face all day. It's really hydrating. So from this reason, because as I mentioned on some of my wear test videos, a oily skin is a dehydrated skin. So what your skin does, it produces oil to compensate the lack of the hydration. So I'm normal on the cheeks, I can say, and oily on my T-zone, and this foundation for sure provides that moisture that my skin needs to not be needed to produce so much oil. So that's why I'm not that oily when I'm using my Essence Pretty Natural foundation. I have a review for this foundation if you are interested to see, and I will link all the reviews of the products that I have done throughout this year. I will just pop on the screen whether I'm speaking about the product that I have a review. I will just put a note on the screen that I have review linked down below. So I will not spend time mentioning this for every product. So yeah, if you are interested, just go ahead. And as I mentioned, I do not have a favorite high-end foundation, but I can mention this as my high-end option, because this is for sure expensive comparing with the Essence, just because Max Factor, it's one of the most priced brands on the drugstore, at least here in Czech Republic. So also toward the end of this year, maybe in October, I discovered the Miracle Second Skin Hybrid Foundation. This has also coconut milk and probiotic complex, and is infused with SPF 20. So I have this on the shade Light. This foundation, I'm actually wearing it today. This foundation looks like your second skin. I think it's even on the name, it's second skin. So usually when they are saying on those products it's like looks like skin, yeah, it's just a marketing term. No, it actually literally looks like your skin, as this one also does. The only difference between those two products, beside the price, is that this is more sheer. This is like in light coverage. This is medium coverage, light to medium. It's if you are applying with a brush, it's for sure medium. If you're applying with your beauty blender like I did today, you go with light to medium coverage, which is actually my favorite, because I still like to see my skin through my foundation. Lately, I was not like this all my life, but yeah, I have no words to mention this foundation. I do not have a wear test for the foundation. Please let me know if you are interested to do that. I feel like I have done so many foundation reviews, but as Max Factor is not a widely available brand, I thought that might not be someone's cup of tea, if you know what I mean. On the concealer department now, I have one concealer that is still my favorite for this year. This is the L'Oreal True Match concealer. I have it on the shade Ivory. This was one of the products that I purchased on 2019 for a drugstore concealer battle, and I actually kind of forgot about it because just I wanted to include 5 concealers and I think I had 7 to begin with, so I put it aside and forget about. And I discovered it in the beginning of 2020 on my collection, and I was blown away about the staying power and how nice and well it acts throughout the day. So yeah, I'm wearing this on my right eye. And the other favorite that it's also from the drugstore, so yeah, that's why I told you I don't have a actually high-end favorite concealer for 2020, is the Max Factor Radiant Lift Long Lasting and Radiant Concealer. So this one I'm wearing on my right eye. And this has a different applicator. It's not a sponge. I'm not using this to apply. I even don't know if you can use the sponge to apply, but it's just like a small ball. And you grab your concealer. Both are like medium to full coverage. I will not say they are full coverage, but you can build them up if you want to get full coverage. But they are long lasting and they look fantastic all day on my under eye area. To set everything with hay powder, I definitely loved the Inika Mineral Mattifying Powder. This is also working for my under eye area. I find that regular translucent setting powders are kind of drying out my under eye area. That's why I mostly use my Bitory Hyaluronic Hydra Powder, but this one from Inika doesn't dry out. And I'm able to use it either to set my under eye or my face, mostly for the winter. For the summer, I feel that doesn't help so much to keep me matte, but it's a wonderful powder. Let's keep on the face department. My favorite bronzer for 2020, you might already guess what I'm going to show you, is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. I loved this bronzer and I've used it so much this year. I think it's noticeable. It was really well loved. And for my blush, I need to give it a shout out to my Chantecaille Cheek Shade on the shade Coral. So I love this small baby. I don't know if it is the shade or the actual cute packaging that this product has, but always make me grab for it. I'm wearing both bronzer and blush on my skin. I'm not purchasing so much of highlighter. I'm not a highlighter person, but I did purchase this year the Ofra mini highlighter on the shade Blissful, and this is the one that I'm wearing today, and I feel that it looks so natural. It's so creamy and it's gorgeous on the skin. And to give a shout out to one face palette for 2020. Please don't throw tomatoes on me when I'm going to tell you again that I'm definitely in love with my Hourglass Ambient Mini Sculpting Lighting Edit Mini Sculpting Unlocked palette. So this was also part of numerous favorite and recommendations videos, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. So yeah, as you can tell, I did not have any drugstore favorites on the face department makeup. So yeah, this year I mostly loved my high-end products. Also, on the eyeshadow palettes department, unfortunately, I only have high-end products to show you. So I first have 2 quads from the Charlotte Tilbury that I purchased, I believe, on the mid-year sales on the Charlotte Tilbury website. So I have the Glamour Mousse and the Vintage Vamp. So this one I am wearing this shade on my entire lid, and on my inner corner I'm wearing the lighter shade and a bit mixed with this one. And of course, this is also a really loved quad, and it's really neutral and everyday kind of palette. And of course, my favorite palette of the year is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. And if you are following my channel for some time, you might know the story of this palette, that I have earned it in a giveaway hosted by Steph's Beauty Stash. And this is the dream of everyday makeup. Because let's face it, we did not have too many opportunities for this year to wear the most of the makeups, and of course most of the bold look I've only worn this on camera when I was doing my videos. On the eyeliner department, I have one favorite, and this is the L'Oreal Flash Cat eyeliner by Superliner. So if you have seen my Vlogmas makeup challenge videos, I think this is the only eyeliner that I've used to do my liner whenever I was doing so. And I'm grabbing for this for at least 5 months. I think I have it from at least 4 or 5 months, and it's still juicy and it's perfect, has the perfect brush for me, and it's completely black. On the brow department, my most favorite brow product has to be the L.A.Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. And actually on 2019 I purchased a wrong shade. It is the shade Taupe, and I was almost to give up on trying this, and then I think I find a sale either on Beauty Bay or on iHerb, and I purchased the shade Brunette, which is this one, and I completely changed my mind about this product. So I think this is still my perfect shade for brows. I've also purchased the shade Medium Brown, which is a bit more like in cool tone, and this is actually the one that I'm wearing today. Sorry, this is more like warm tone. So the Medium Brown, it's a bit more warm tone like the Brunette. For sure this is my type of brow pencil because it's the perfect combination. It's not too waxy, not too creamy, and it's able to give me the perfect brow-like strokes for my brows. And about brow gels, from the drugstore department I have the L'Oreal Age Perfect Brow Densifier, which I talked about and I really love. Keeps my brows in place all day, and I really love that the shade is really neutral. In case I have a brow product or a brow pomade that I feel like it's a bit more like in warm tone, I can definitely tone it down with this brow densifier. And my favorite high-end product is the Too Faced Brow Quickie. This has really nice fibers, and I either can use this alone if I don't want to have two more defined brows and I only want to give them some shape, some definition. I can use this alone and I still look like I've polished a bit my brows. On the mascara department, I think this was the year that I haven't tried so many mascara from the drugstore, or I either tried them, I did not like them, but I was really impressed with the Maybelline, the Falsies Lash Effect Mascara. And I've just watched yesterday Mel C Makeup and Style video, and she also featured this on her mascara favorite of 2020, and I have to agree with her that this is a really fantastic mascara product. Gives length, definition, doesn't mind, of course, last all day. And I find this kind of brush, either hourglass shape or the one that I'm going to show you on the high-end product, are perfect for my lashes. On the high-end department, where I actually tried more mascara for 2020, I have to give it a credit to the Dior, and this is another type of the brush that I love on mascara, and I feel they are working for my shape of my eyes and my lashes. It's not everyone's cup of tea type of a brush. I know that my friend Leia, she doesn't like this kind of curved brush, She feels like she's poking her eyes with this, but this is also working for my lower lashes. Whilst the Maybelline one being more thick, I find myself that I smudge it, so I prefer to use a small kind of the brush for my lower lashes. I think we have only left with the lips. 2020 year was unfortunately the year when it was taken from us the joy of wearing lipstick. So I was finding myself that I was not wearing too much lipstick, or I was wearing balm. I have actually a balm on my purse that I use to moisturize my lips underneath my mask. This is the situation, but I have some products that I purchased and loved. I don't have a favorite drugstore lip liner that I tried on 2020, but I think on 2020 I discovered the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat lip crayon. So I have 3. One of them is more recent, but I have the shade Crazy in Love. This actually was my first lip liner from the Charlotte Tilbury, and those are really long lasting. This is the Pillow Talk, it's more neutral. And this is Walk of No Shame. Pillow Talk is on the middle, Walk of No Shame, and Crazy in Love. So yeah, really good formula. Speaking about the lip liner kind of lipstick, I was surprised how much I enjoyed this Honest Beauty lip crayon. So this is on the shade Marsala. I got it for free, and this is my perfect nude shade. Really comparable with the NARS Audacious in the shade Anita, and I love this. It's really hydrating, really hydrating. It lasts a decent amount of time on my lips, but it's really wonderful formula, and you actually can wear it without a lip liner. Also a little bit of the shout out to my L'Oreal matte lip crayon. I have couple of them. So I have this red, which I don't remember the shade name because I just ripped the label. This gorgeous red, and more recently I've purchased this nude shade. They will transfer on your mask, this is for sure. They are not setting without any transfer, but they are really long lasting and comfortable. Not as comfortable as the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution. Another favorite lipstick of 2020 from the drugstore department is the L'Oreal. This is also from the range Age Perfect. It's a sheer. It's mostly like a balm. This is so comfortable, and I love this shade. But my favorite lip product of 2020, my most favorite discovery of this year, are the Charlotte Tilbury, the Matte Revolution lipsticks. I have the shade Pillow Talk that I've got it, I think it was in the beginning of 2020, and is my perfect, almost my perfect shade of nude. I'm wearing it today, and later on this year I've got the Walk of No Shame, which is this one. So I find this is the perfect lipstick formula. This is matte, but it is infused with nourishing ingredients that keep your lips moist. They don't feel stripped, they don't feel like you are they have been sucked of life. They are wearing amazing throughout the day. They are fading perfectly, don't fade in patches, and the actual finish, it's something between matte and satin, so they don't look like matte lipstick, and of course they last a long time on your lips. So from this reason I have to say that my favorite lip products of 2020 are the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipsticks. And with those being said, I finished the makeup part of the 2020 favorite products. Now it's your turn to let me know in your comments down below what were your favorite products of 2020. I would really love to hear that from you. And other than that, depending when I'm going to post this video, I want to wish you all to have a fantastic 2021 year. Let's please pray for this year to be a better year and all the problems that we had on 2020 to go away. I'm really praying to have a better year. Please just take a moment and pray with me for a better year from all points of view. But yeah, guys, in the end of this video, I want to thank you all for the kind support that you have offered me throughout this year. Happy New Year, guys. Bye bye.